Here's a fun fact from the movie Black Hawk Down. When you see that time at the bottom of the screen that says 3:42 p.m., you really might miss all that it goes into making that instant in the fight possible. The helicopters had to launch at a proper time. The Humvees had to launch at a totally different time. The QRF had to be alerted at a different time. The intelligence assets in the sky had to be alert at a different time. There was so much going on leading up to this that there's no way the movie could describe for you all that it took to make that moment possible. I've already talked about in another video why we went into the city in broad daylight when our Special Operations Task Force almost entirely and only did missions at night. I'm not gonna go back over why it's 3:42 p.m. You can go watch a different fun fact. But I do want you to understand that the moment that first helicopter touches down, the moment that everything actually gets started, from that moment forward, what happens next is largely up to the enemy and the rest of that force on the ground. And like any warrior who's ever been in battle in the entire course of human history, you have a plan, you do your best to figure out the way that this fight is gonna go. And then as soon as the first boots touch the ground, as soon as the first bullets go over your head, the plan goes out of the window and you just react to what happens next. That time at the bottom of the big screen, 3:42 p.m., has immense, enormous implications of what's gone into getting to this moment on the battlefield. And everything that you see in the movie Black Hawk Down next is very, very accurate. I'm very proud of the way that it turned out, but it isn't even a fraction of how violent, how intense the rest of that afternoon, all night until 9 o'clock the next morning was. I just wanted you to recognize that moment at the bottom of the screens, 3:42 p.m., is loaded with tons of work that's gone into getting to this point in the fight. Just a fun fact for you from the movie Black Hawk Down.